So I just woke up. I just had a very interesting dream. A very interesting dream. All it was as I was waking up, I was asleep. Like I wasn't awake when this happened. I was asleep, and in the dream, okay, I need to explain it. So my husband Martin served 11 years for attempted murder and robbery and stuff. He was in a gang called the Latin Kings. Is in a gang called the Latin Kings. And the reason why he was in prison was because his guys got into a fight with um, a rival gang member, and he got stabbed. He was like 18 years old. Nicholas Donaldo Sabiro. You can look it up on Google. And he got stabbed, and unfortunately he died. And it's really interesting because, like, I did a reading. It'll actually be in the letters under my bed when I very, very first started talking to Martin, because we were pen pals. Like, when I very first started talking to him, one of the first things I did was, we talked about this. And in the letter, he had said to Martin, do good with your life. Like, when you get out, do good with your life, and don't waste it. Because like he was getting ready to go to design school just before he got killed, and he was saying to Martin, like, when you get out, don't waste your life. Do something good with it. And every year on the anniversary of his death, the 19th of January, I light a candle for him. I say a prayer for him. Blah blah blah. So I had this dream where I was in bed. I was asleep in bed, and I just said, eat, eat. And I kind of was waking up, and this is in my dream. It's like I was watching myself sleep inside myself sleeping. I was watching myself sleep while I was sleeping. It was like I was like two me's in one body. I was asleep in my dream. I was asleep. So asleep. Like, I wasn't watching myself sleep. I was actually asleep. I was in, like when you're asleep and everything goes like black and stuff, and then you have your dreams just before you wake up and that. I was like asleep. So it was like the black. And I must have been dreaming or something, because like the black was like moving around and all that sort of thing. So it was like I was watching myself sleep while I was asleep. And he goes, eat. And I kind of was waking up, and when you wake up and your eyes are all blurry, and he goes, don't worry about it, I got you. And I said, what? And he goes, we got you. He goes, I got your back. Because he's from, I can't do a New York accent, but it's from Queens. He got killed in Astoria, I think it was. It was in Queens, New York. So he had this really thick New York accent, and he goes, I've got you. Don't worry about it. I've got you. And then I said, what? And he goes, we got you. And sort of as I was waking up, he was looking down over me. Like when you're checking to see if someone's awake and you like go in real close. Like if you're checking to see if someone's breathing or something. It's like he was checking to see if I was awake or I was breathing. And yeah, he was looking down right over the bed, and he goes, don't worry about it. I got you. And I was like, what? And he goes, we got you. And as I was opening my eyes, he was standing there. He's wearing like a long sleeve black shirt that was buttoned all the way up to the neck, and like baggy denim jeans. This was in the 90s. This was like, no, sorry, this was like in 2009. It was just after my son Thomas was born. And as I opened my eyes, there were all these gang members standing there, and they looked pissed. Like they looked, when you're standing there and someone's ready for a fight, and they, how you like smash fists and like smack bats onto your hand and that sort of thing. Yeah, and he just goes, "Don't worry about it." And I said to him, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "I owe you one." And he sort of had this, because he was a really good looking kid. He smiled this big, cheeky, handsome, cute, charming little smile. And he goes, "You saved me." He said, "I got reborn because of you." And then I woke up. And it just reminds me of many, 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 many years ago. I used to have dreams about him. And I, like he was stuck in purgatory, and I helped him get his wings, he said. In the dream, "You helped me get my wings." So I helped him cross over. I helped him pay off karmic debt or whatever, or something. I helped his soul or his spirit pay karmic debt, and he was able to cross over and be reborn. That was actually while I was in here. So he would be like maybe 2 years old now. If he's been reborn, he's like 2 years old. And he goes, "I got you. You don't have to worry about it." So I don't know what that's about. I'm going to leave that up to the ghosts of New York. But okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I had to record it because it's just the most fascinating thing ever. I've never had a dream. I know what it means to dream about dreaming. It means that you're in a stage of transition, like like hotels and motels where you're in the between worlds. You're not quite in the new life, and you're not in the old life. You're in the in between. But it means that all your hopes and wishes and your future and everything that you've got waiting for you is being put on hold for a little bit until everything gets organized. Like there's things that need to be organized. That's what it means to dream that you're dreaming. There's things that have to be put into position, like when you dream of the colour yellow, marking time. You're being put in a holding pattern, and because there's really important things that are being organized and put into position in order for certain things to happen. Like for example, you're put you're I'm just trying to give an example. Like how when you want to get a visa, okay, so you have the money in the bank, you apply for the visa, you pay the money, they have to go through all your stuff, and then you get your visa stamped, and then you've got to book your tickets, then you've got to pack the house to move. Like things have to be put in position, but you can't move until the visa's there. That's what dreaming about dreaming means. You've been put in a, like, just sit tight, just wait there and sit tight. It's happening because things are being prepared for you. There's things that are happening that are being prepared for you that have to happen in the right order, in the right kind of way, in order for you to be presented with your hopes and dreams and wishes. So, like it turns out you were removed because things were being shut down. The cops had to come in to get rid of them. It wasn't safe for you to know what was going on. So you were pushed out of the situation and kept on the side until the cops came in to do what they had to do for your own safety. And once the bad guys have been taken away, and once the evidence has been gathered, and once the courts have seen it, and once the judge has seen it, and all that sort of thing, this gets stamped, that gets stamped, you get your annulment, here's the money, your name is cleared, here's the custody of your, the papers for the custody of your kids, the money will be in your bank on Monday, go. Like that sort of thing. Like, just like that. For your own protection, you've been put here until this and happen, this happens, so that for your own protection, so that we could do what we had to do, so that when you find out why we had to put you in the corner, you don't have to worry about anything when you find out what went on behind closed doors, because we're sorting it all for you, so that when we come and tell you, or when you are told it's finally over, you don't have to do anything. We're going to hand everything to you that you need to get out, or to do this, and this. You won't have to do a thing. It's all going to be done for you as part of your reward for passing the test with flying colours. That's what it means to dream about dreaming, pretty much. But I've never had a dream where I've dreamt about dreaming, watching myself dream. So it was like my conscious self was in spirit form. Because when you dream and you're watching your dream, you're not watching yourself as you're watching yourself in your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is projecting the image, and your subconscious mind is taking it all in. And it's like my conscious mind was inside my subconscious mind watching myself dream. That's never happened to me before. That's incredible. Like, from a scientific standpoint, that's absolutely incredible, because it means that I separated my spirit from my body and my subconscious mind, and I was completely aware of the whole thing. Kind of like I was dead, watching myself. Like, well, no, not because I wasn't dead. It's not like I was dead. Because when you're dead, you're not inside your body. Like, I'm going to be thinking about this until I figure it out now, because whatever happened this morning was huge from a scientific standpoint. From a quantum magnetic standpoint, what happened to me was huge. I was able to separate my conscious mind from my subconscious mind while still in my body, and observing it from all viewpoints. So I had to record it. Now I'm dying to figure it out. As far as he's concerned, don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. Whatever he's talking about, I'm leaving it in God's hands. Like, it's obviously in his hands. So let him go for it. I'm obviously about to get some news that something's over, and like, you can leave. Interesting that it was New York. Interesting. Especially with that whole thing with Dan Bongino. I don't know where he's from. I'm going to assume New York. But the whole Donald Trump thing, I put up that dream and called it as Tower Trump Falls. I mean, that's in New York. So have I done something for New York? I maybe it's because I'm getting rid of Donald Trump. I don't know. Nick's mum was an opera singer. So, yeah, you can look it up. Nicholas Donaldo Sabiro. And then just put Latin Kings, and it'll come up on Google. It's like news articles about his death. So, I don't know what's going on, but I wouldn't want to be the people that they're going after, because when the dead come and tell you that they're sorting people out for you, that's generally not a good thing. um, and there were there. That's the interesting thing. There were enough of them in this room that I like the walls were gone. So like the walls to the bedroom were gone. It was all just like one big square box. And there must have been like maybe 20 or 30 of them. And you know that scene in Lord of the Rings when he comes off the you know, when they're fighting the war and all those ghosts come up off the ships and oh no, that's Pirates of the Caribbean. No, that's it, isn't it? You know, when all the ghosts are running across the field and he's running with the ghosts and they've all got their weapons and that and they're charging to have that fight. It reminded me of that. So I'm going to call this video The Ghosts of New York. Let's see what happens. Curiouser and curiouser.